Respected members on the dais and respected members in the audience. It is indeed a privilege to talk about Aquino de Braganca. A person, as has already been told to you, is my mother's first cousin and happens to be also my father's second cousin. When I was young, there were two Aquinos that were talked about. One was a maternal uncle of my mother, Aquino Furtado, and the other one was Aquino Braganca. One was talked about loudly, the other one in hushed tones. The one we talked about in hushed tones is the one we are talking about loudly today. Because we were a devout family, and like all good Catholics, communism was anathema, and Aquino de Braganca believed in it. So, in our childhood, we would talk about Aquino de Braganca quietly amongst ourselves. And it's very nice that today, Silvia Braganca has brought out a book to tell us the story that even the family would not have heard. It is good to know that this man worked for the liberation not just of countries, but of people. As has been brought out by Clara in Navin Times, he worked to get those who were arrested on trumped-up charges free. He worked to see that the people, especially the poor, had a better life. And I think these issues are still there in Goa. Just this morning when I was reading through what was written in the Times of India by Alexandre Barbosa, I was reminded that these issues still continue. And Aquino de Braganca, when we read about him, will have definitely insights for us that we can look at today. Whether we talk about the medium of instruction, or whether we talk about the so-called development of Goa into Singapore, or whether we talk about mining that's devastating our water, not just our dust, then what Aquino de Braganca stood for, I think, is relevant today. He's a man in my childhood I did not know much of, but today can be an inspiration when I look at what he has done, some here, a lot of it in a country that was not his own. And we have in Goa also people coming from outside Goa, we call them Baile, Bingtakar, this thing and that thing, but who are working over here for our upliftment. To the people of Mozambique, or Morocco, or Algeria, or South Africa, or Angola, what was Aquino de Braganca? He was not theirs, he wasn't dark, he wasn't black as we call in apostrophes, but he was theirs, accepted and leading them. And I think when we have the leadership, we have to accept no matter from where it comes. And to this, I think Silvia Braganca has done a very commendable job, and it is my hope and wish that every person who thinks of himself as doing something for society, as doing something to make Goa better, or doing something to make India better, not just read what people want you to read, but read the story of Aquino de Braganca, and maybe read more about him, what you can Google and see, and be inspired